Now, we also want to talk, obviously, about Trump. This time last week, I'll be talking about this more later in the show, but this time last week, the bombs dropped, and what a week it has been. We've got a ceasefire between Iran and Israel. We've got the Iranians running around trying to claim victory, and Trump getting pretty angry about that. Have a listen, first of all, to the two sides of this argument. Have a listen.
I said, look, you're a man of great faith, a man who's highly respected in this country. You have to tell the truth. You got beat to hell. And Israel was beat up, too. They were both beat up. And it was a great time to end it. It was quick. They got the hate out. There was a lot of hate, It would be great if they didn't have that hate. But the last thing they're thinking about is nuclear weapons right now.
The nuclear weapons program has clearly been set back, James. There's no question of that, although they're running around like headless chooks going, the left going, oh, maybe they didn't destroy every nuclear weapon. They dropped 14 massive bombs. I don't think those centrifuges are going to be making many bombs anytime soon, James.
Yeah, no, and in fact, actually, it's really fascinating now because after sort of the middle of the week, there was this report that got leaked out from one of the intelligence agencies to the same reporter, by the way, who just coincidentally reported that the Hunter Biden laptop was disinformation.
Oh, that reporter.
And, that COVID
came
from a wet market and said there's no way that it came from the Wuhan Institute of Virology. Well, she just happened to get this little report, too, from, I think, a cynic would say, people in intelligence agencies who aren't big fans of Donald Trump.
Oh, no.
But here's the great thing, though. Pete Hegseth, the defense secretary, came out and dropped some absolute haymakers on the press corps and said, you know what? This was an incredible mission. It was incredibly complicated. 36 hours flying in the air, bombs down the chutes, and it worked. And here's our damage assessment, and you can actually have a look at the real facts. Suddenly the tune has changed, and you're starting to see people in the media you wouldn't even expect to see acknowledge that Trump has had a hell of a week because there's other things that happened this week, too. Wasn't just the Iran situation there. Also, NATO, the commitment of 5% GDP spending on defense, intelligence, all of that from our NATO allies, U.S. NATO allies. We'll see where that leaves Anthony Albanese very quickly. But also another thing, which we got to talk about a bit later on in the show, too. Huge ruling in the Supreme Court, 6-3, and basically it shut down this whole thing that's been going on since Trump was inaugurated this time around, where lefty district court judges have been thwarting his executive orders with these national injunctions to say you can't do this. And it's been absolutely blown out of the water by the Supreme Court. Big 6-3 margin, so you can't just say it's politics. This is actually the biggest win for Trump because the thing is he has got to run now so hard in the next 18 months between now and the midterms, because those midterms, that's when the Democrats are going to put so much effort into stopping his presidency and his policies.
And a lot of money.